meditation and I guess talks. I mean, we talk a little bit every Friday about things that are going on. So today, the guy behind the camera, McAllis, was talking about, I said, what should be the topic today? Because for those that have attended the live ones that we used to do, I would always go around the room and ask people what are they working on and working through, because each meditation, as any of you that are rejoining or joining for the first time, every single week it's a different meditation. I don't script anything, and it just gets, you know, going based on what the conversation is and what gets channeled through me. We work on shifting, reprogramming your mind, okay? And it is a meditation, so you're going to walk away feeling peaceful, relaxed, more centered and grounded. However, with the added aspect of hypnosis, we really go in and do direct suggestions and metaphors that can change your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind controls everything in your life. And well, almost everything. I shouldn't say the blanket everything, but why you see what you see, think what you think, and even the behaviors and the patterns that you engage in are kind of picked out by this unconscious mind. And you can say, what is your unconscious mind? It's a combination of all of your past experiences for the most part. And what you filtered in is what you thought about yourself and your life. And it gears your emotions and everything. And, you know, through this time, you know, I asked McAllis and I said, well, what should we work on today? And he's like, what about like the overload of everybody with the news and the anxiety that is prone with turning on the TV, and you're constantly inundated with things greater than yourself that are worries and cumbersome. Now, that can be the coronavirus, that can be climate change, that can be the state of the economy, that can be so many different things. And it can be a lot. And it's now such out there, like every time you turn on Facebook or even looking at some Instagrams or looking at news feeds, you're constantly seeing these things of things that should entice some kind of worry, right? And because people are engaging that on a more regular basis, or at least I feel that people are, they're trying to figure out what's going on. Is there anything new in the news? Is certain economies going to open? Are certain stores or places? And, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty going on. However, it's also doing a very much disservice to your unconscious mind. And what I mean by that is, if you remember what I just said in the beginning, is that your unconscious mind is a combination of all of your past experiences. Repetition creates programming. Programming creates the way that you see yourself and the world. And if you're constantly being reminded of things that are stressful, you might find yourself in a greater state of stress than you normally have been. And we need to really work on reprogramming that, because, you know, I get that there's a lot going on, and I'm not saying to just disengage and disconnect completely from the awareness. But how do we detach so that that doesn't affect you? And how do you allow yourself to instead drop into yourself and see from your perspective, what can you do? Instead of having it be this overwhelm of feeling like you don't have any control over those aspects, or that it's so much to manage that you're just going to freeze, right? And that happens to a lot of people. We talked a little bit about that last meditation, or maybe 2 meditations ago, but if you want to check that out, just go back a couple weeks. We talked about how, you know, the paralysis is creating, because of the lack of doing, now people are feeling less motivated, and their days, like one thing to do for the day seems like it's a lot, right? But, so basically, I think today, the focus of this meditation is going to be about bringing you back into the centeredness and seeing what is there and around you that's good news, that are good things that are happening, that are benefits or advantages or opportunities that might be. Because so easily we can be clouded by the things that are wrong and the negative, and in that, that's not doing anything for you personally. And in this time, more than ever, it's about being the healthiest that you can be. And the healthiest that you can be also is the healthiest that you can be emotionally. the more positive that you are, and the more that you see that life is going to continue to go on. We are in a very uncertain time right now, and there's a lot of things that are readjusting. But if you know that adjustment and crumbling down or change doesn't need to be negative, that it simply can just be that, and that it's what do you do with where you're at now and where you want to go. And so with that being said, let's let that be the meditation, because that also ties into abundance and that ties into prosperity. So if today we can focus on that aspect and we can draw in and look at, instead of looking at the negative so much or being overwhelmed or overconsumed with it, how do you see what is changing? Step into your creativity and say, how can I navigate this new world and create the life that I truly want, right? Because even in the uncertainty, you can still make waves forward. You could still take steps each and every day towards what you want to create for you. And you might have to pivot a little bit more than normal, but that's okay. Pivoting isn't getting lost or off your road. It just means that you're taking a turn, and that maybe you take a turn back on that road again. So with that being said, I think that that's going to be the focus today. So for this meditation, if everybody could lay down. If you're going to sit up, I just always recommend that you sit up with your back really straight, your hands right at your side. And if you lay down, hands open, palms up. I suggest laying down because more than just the meditation, this is about reprogramming. And because of the hypnosis part, if you don't meditate that often, or you don't meditate for that long of a period of time, I don't want you to get stiff and sore and pull yourself out of the experience right in the middle of some major shifts that might be going on unconsciously. Okay, so everybody, if you could lay down, sit up if you want to, but I invite each and every person to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes and you get comfortable, take a few moments to just take inventory of how you feel, of being present to yourself right now, and just take a minute. Let go. And as you allow yourself to just close your eyes, one of the easiest ways to relax you is the power that you have over yourself. See, the power that you have over your breath and the ability that you have for intention. I want to show you right now how strong intention can be. Because if you simply just think the intention that your breath is going to relax you, watch what happens. It's like magic. It automatically starts to give you peace. So with that intention of relaxation, with that tension of peace, I want you to breathe in and breathe out with relaxation. I want you to breathe in calmness and breathe out stress. And as you focus on your breath, you can control it too. You can breathe in a little slower, deeper, all the way to the pit of your stomach. And you can slowly release it as you do. So allow that flow in and out and in. Every breath that you take, just feeling this wave of relaxation as this relaxation flows through you once again. Peace, ease, comfort, let go. And your mind, your body, this feeling of calmness. Drawing your awareness to how your body feels pressing against whatever surface is beneath you. Can you feel and decipher where you start and that surface begins? Can you imagine for a few moments that you start to melt away into that surface too? Allowing yourself to become one with that surface, finding it harder and harder to decipher where you begin and that surface starts, one of the same, as you allow your mind to start to relax your body and your body to relax your mind. And if any thoughts enter inside of your mind one at a time, just invite them to leave. Because each and every thought, there's a different time to think that a different way. But right now, it's about finding peace. And so as you do, and as you let go, allowing yourself to know that in this space and in this time and in this period right now, this is the only place for you to be. Whatever's going on later on in the day, let it go. That is for the future. Whatever you were thinking about from the past, let that fade away. That is history. And as you continue to breathe in, and as you continue to breathe out, breathing in relaxation, breathing out stress. Noticing your left foot, and your right knee, or your hips. And as you continue to notice your body, I want you to notice how each and every part of you feels. When's the last time you paid attention to the tips of your fingers or the tips of your toes? Right here, right now, this is about awareness. Awareness of yourself, awareness of the space, awareness of your mind, and the ease that brings you down to a deeper and deeper and a more calm, peaceful state. And I'm simply going to count down from 5 all the way down to 0. Now, on or before 0, it's your ability to allow yourself to escape, to travel to the center of your mind, because it's there that we can start to shift, that we can release any fears, any stress, any anxiety. And we can allow you to know when something that truly deep inside you already are aware of. That the one person you can count on is you. And the trust in yourself and the trust in your space. And so as you let go with each and every breath, take yourself down deeper and deeper, letting go as you do. 5, fade away. Let your mind start to melt down. Let your body relax. You can even imagine for a few moments that you're like an ice cube melting on a hot summer day. Melting into a puddle and then slowly evaporating as you feel the sense of oneness start to expand. Feeling at one with the surface beneath you, but allow that awareness. You're so much more than that. You can feel the subtle connection too, even more than that, as you spread this awareness even beyond. Feeling connected to and a part of even more than that. Feeling connected to and a part of the whole entire room that you're in. And going down, deeper inside, as you feel the space of relaxation carrying you down to a calmer space, a relaxing space. Drifting and dreaming away to a memory, to a time in your past of peaceful, calm serenity. Can you go to a time when you have allowed yourself to be in nature, maybe the ocean, maybe by a river, maybe in a forest filled with a variety of trees? And wherever you take yourself, just know that this is your time. This is your space. And the more that you let go, the more that shifts can happen, because change can happen just like this or like this if you allow it to take place. And you're ready. You're ready for change. Otherwise, you wouldn't have found this meditation. You wouldn't have tuned in right now. You wouldn't be in this space if you weren't ready to shift and say, you know what? I'm ready to feel better, to allow myself to attract opportunities and to shift my life. To start to be back in that power seat once again, driving your life with the driving force of your intention instead of clouded by the fears and congestion. So let go. And as you fade down, and as you continue to feel this awareness of expanding, of a feeling, a part of not only the room that you're in, go ahead and try. But can you also take your awareness? Could you imagine being connected to the room outside of you, to the whole building that you're in? And that subtlety of awareness, that you expand your energy, that you feel this connection, can you allow that connection to grow and grow even more? Feeling a part of, connected to, one with the whole entire city, the whole entire country, the whole entire world. Can you feel this sense of connectivity? Just allow that awareness to expand. You can, if you really try, allow yourself to feel that expansion happening internally, externally. And draw that awareness even more. To feel connected to and a part of even more. To feel one with. To feel connected to the whole entire universe. Take yourself there. And that awareness of this connectivity and the knowing that life is so much more than the moment you're in. As you remember the timelines of your physical life, the moments of the past, the moments a few days ago, weeks ago, months ago, years ago, decades ago, look at all the changes that you've went through. Life has been constantly shifting, constantly changing. You've been constantly moving forward because you've been learning. Every day, through every experience, you've learned, you've grown, you've shifted. And with your permission, what would it take if you could allow yourself to invite in change instead of fill it with resistance? As you go deeper down. Which reminds me of a metaphor of allowing yourself to imagine for a moment that you are simply watching two people dance. The most beautiful dance, and you see they're in perfect harmony, leading and following, going with the flow, allowing themselves to enjoy that moment and just be. And as you watch in amazement of just the flow and the connection of the two people dancing. That's life. And when you're in the flow, you go with the flow, and sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow, but you allow yourself to move and to flow and to shift with the environment, with the actions, with the world, with what's happening outside of you as you allow your internal self to go with the flow and not resist. But now if you simply allow yourself to imagine that those two people suddenly start to have a little bit of conflict. One wants to lead and the other doesn't want to follow, and suddenly that easy flow of beautiful art that is depicted by the dance starts to have a little difficulty, friction, and even tension among it. And in that, it's not too fun to watch anymore. And you could imagine if you were one of those people in that dance, it wouldn't be fun to dance anymore. It would pull you out of that moment. It would feel forced. It would feel difficult. You'd want to lead or follow, and the other person wouldn't want to go with that direction. And suddenly everything is put to a halt. And the enjoyment stops. The beauty stops. The art becomes this difficult wrench. And what if that is more of a metaphor for life? There's been in the points when you went with the flow, when you've allowed yourself to adapt, when you said, okay, this isn't open, I'm going to go here instead. This plans for the evening shifted, and I'm just going to go with the flow because I'm committed to enjoying myself. And then you see and you allow and you experience the adaptation of life in those moments and those experiences. But I know that there's some times when your heart is set on something and something shifts. That in that moment, that day is ruined, that evening is ruined, those moments become difficult and painful to be with it. Do you know what I mean? We've all been there and done that. We've been in that time when we suddenly put our feet down and we pout or we stomp our feet and we say it needs to go this way, not that way. I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go with this flow. I want to resist. And the resistance causes pain, causes frustration, causes irritation and stress. But if you let go, and you detach from how you want it to be, and instead go with the flow of what is there, you can allow yourself to dance with life again, to enjoy, to embrace, to feel and expand, to allow art to exist within the moments in life. Can you do that for yourself? I bet you can. And part of doing that is allowing yourself to know that I get it. There's been big shifts that are going on. And you had plans and agendas and thoughts of what you were going to do, how this year was going to unfold, what things and steps you were going to take, what goals you were setting, what things you would accomplish, what places you would go. And things happened. And things shifted. Somebody else decided, or a virus or the economy or the world decided to take the lead, and you were wanting to take the lead, but instead of it, I challenge you to go with the flow. And when you do, you can allow yourself to navigate and find that flow and then lead with it to a new horizons, to a new plane, to a new experience that has you embrace what is going on all around you and in you and through you, what is going on in these moments in society right now, when you allow yourself to dance with it without resistance, without fighting, without anchoring yourself into non-movement. Just for a moment, see, what would it take to pull yourself back in the moment of life and allowing yourself to navigate from a space of fluidity, from ease, from grace, from navigating, from enjoying the dance of life? Can you dance with life today? Can you allow yourself to embrace the experiences, movement, momentum, shifts, and change? And the more that you allow yourself to feel that, know that, understand that, the more that you step into this powerful space of control. And I know that that feels, how can that be in control if you're surrendering? Because you are allowing yourself to enjoy, to be in control of your feelings, of not allowing the circumstances around you to let you down, to not hold on so much to the past or what your intentions had been, and to allow yourself to restructure, to navigate. Because when you go with the flow, when you allow yourself to follow for a moment, it's not long before you will take the lead. And so in that, as you feel that, go a little deeper down and deeper down, because you can, as you navigate to this feeling. Let go. 3 down to 2. 2 as you fade away even more. All the way down to 1 and 0, deeper and deeper, letting go. And as you feel that relaxation, as you feel that peace, as you allow your mind and your body to know that today, in this moment, this is your time, this is your space to dance with life, to set yourself free. And knowing how much you do have control. You have control over your actions, you have control over what you consume, you have control over your choices, you have control over whether you're resistant or you go with the flow. And as you allow yourself to feel that, now imagine as you go deeper down and you allow yourself to fade away, we're also going to release all of this external stress. Part of doing so was we need to work on cutting all of those energetic cords. The stresses, the people, the responsibilities, the fear. Fear is just nothing more or less than false evidence appearing real. It doesn't help you to be fearful, and in fact, it harms you. It sucks away your energy, it makes stress, it makes clouds your thoughts, it causes paralysis. What if instead you could step into power? You can allow yourself to feel an energy of knowing that you're okay, knowing that you don't have to succumb to all of the negativity that's around you each and every day. You don't even have to consume it if you don't want, or you can consume and detach and allow yourself to take in what information you need and leave the rest, knowing that you can trust in you, that no matter what, this too shall pass. And is it going to pass with you 10 steps behind because you just planted your feet and didn't take action or go with the flow? Or is it going to pass with you already in that momentum, in your flow, navigating and pivoting along the way, enjoying the dance of today, because today is still a gift. It's your experience. It's your life. Don't wish it away. Let go. Letting go. Down you go. So I want you to visualize or imagine, picture, or pretend that 10,000 healing orbs are being dropped onto your body right now. These healing orbs are removing anything less than God, less than light. Any lack, limitation, shame, irritation, fear, worry, anxiety, and stress. Taking that energy, grounding it down into Mother Earth and returning it back to Source. Literally see your aura, 3 feet around you in each direction, just becoming lighter, clearer as all stress and toxicity start to remove. Just imagine these healing orbs are like a waterfall of energy, removing all of this, cleaning you. From the inside out, from the outside in, left and right, right and left, front and back, back and front, circling through you. That's right. That's right. Circling through you. Let go. Letting go. And as you continue to let go and you continue to allow your mind and your body to know that today in this space, in this time right now, this is your place. This is your time. Clearing that out. Imagine if there's any negative cords going to people, places, things, information. I want you to see a huge knife, the sharp edge, going and cutting and severing all of those cords. Cut, 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 remove, cut, 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 remove from the front, from the back, from the side, from the left, from the right. Cut, 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 cut from the top of your head to beneath your feet. Cut, cut, cut. Releasing any of these attachments, releasing these cords. And imagining yourself in this bubble of light as you feel your energy grow. Those things, those people, those places, that information doesn't need to drain you, doesn't need your attention, doesn't need your focus. You need that right now. This is your life, reminding yourself of that, not worrying. This is your time for you to turn inside, to navigate, to figure out what it is that your heart beats for and taking those steps. That's right. Allow this flow of waterfall of energy to continue to flow through you. Top to bottom, bottom to top. Removing anything, any negative thought forms and elementals. Let it go. I want you to imagine that your whole energy is a hue of golden energy. Gold being conductive of energetic force. Also prosperity and abundance as you see yourself, knowing that you are an abundant being, living in an abundant world. Prosperity is all around you. You have the ability to earn, to create, to make, to achieve, to do. And allowing yourself to be a magnet of abundance, a magnet of opportunity, a magnet for joy, a magnet for good health. As you feel your vibration rising with each and every moment, let go as you do. And as you bask in this for a few moments, as you allow yourself to release, feeling that empowerment, allowing yourself to repeat internally, I am an abundant being, living in abundant source. Prosperity and abundance flow to me easily and effortlessly from known and unknown sources. Prosperity and abundance flow to me easily and effortlessly from known and unknown sources. It's okay for me to take risks. It's okay for me to take chances, because every action that I do is a learning opportunity. Every step I take is one step forward, never backwards in this existence, because you learn along the way. As we remove fear, let it go. Let it be history. All of those old ways and worry, those old stressors, that pain that was inside, let it all go. You have infinite potential. You can learn and discover, create and do. The future is bright. With whatever you can think of, able for you to manifest when you allow yourself to figure out how to navigate, all can be created. Let go. Letting go. Letting go. Don't let this moment in time knock you off of your course. It's time to remember who you are. Don't let the outside world or the depictions of the current state deviate you from who you know for yourself to be, this infinite being that has went through so many experiences in your life. This one might feel new, but change is not new. It happens each and every day. It's happened your whole entire life. Realizing that, feeling that, knowing that. So you allow this wave of possibility and prosperity to flow through you. Creativity, openness, expansion, pull this all in. Let go. That's right. Letting go. Remember to remember. Look at all that you've learned. Look at how much you've changed since being just a newborn. And all of the steps along the way, and all of the classes you've ever taken, and all of the lessons you've learned. All of the setbacks and set forwards, all of the pivots and the shifts. And now more than ever, because today you have never been here before, but all of the tools from the past you carry with you. You're in a better position than ever before to navigate and create. If you could do it before, you can do it now. If you can allow yourself to focus on what works and what's there instead of what isn't or what's wrong. Instead, focus on what's right. Training your brain to see the gratitude in each and every moment. Training your brain to allow yourself to feel that. Let go. And breathe in more of that energy, your truth, yourself. All the other stuff that's going on around you, let it all go. This is about you remembering how powerful you are, and that you have the ability to navigate and maneuver and dance with life. And as you invite yourself to dance with life, starting now, starting today, in this space and this time, feeling that energy and allowing this to expand beyond. And as you continue to feel this, you allow your mind and your body and yourself to align with this. You're more powerful than you give yourself credit for. And with your permission, you can allow yourself to take control over your life. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, says, or does. This is you, and this is your commitment to you. About what you get to create, do, and achieve, and how you get to stand powerfully in your life here moving forward. So take that in. As all of this energy fills you, and as you remind yourself of the power of yourself. In a few minutes, I'm going to be waking you up out of hypnosis, but before I do, at 0, going even deeper. So each night, regardless of the day and regardless of the emotions that you've experienced, when you decide that it's the right time to fall asleep at night, you're going to fall asleep deeply and quickly and sleep well through the night. In those early morning dreams, what are known as venting or releasing dreams, you're going to vent out any remaining blocks of resistance, any tension or stress, vent it all out and let it go. So you can wake up each and every morning feeling refreshed and rejuvenated and ready for another day, ready to enjoy your life. So when I count up from 0 up to 5, on or before 5, opening your eyes completely unsuggestible and wide awake. 0, deeper. At 1, closing the door to the unconscious mind, making sure all the suggestions are locked in and effective. And at 2, becoming aware of your body. So at 3, a total sense of positivity floods through every cell. 4, becoming aware of the room around you. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake. As you fully come back into your body slowly, I want you to take time today for yourself. I thank you for joining. I always like to have a reminder that we have many different meditations and classes. We have a beautiful burning that's going on tonight for the Gemini new moon that Doreen's leading. It's only $15. And if you want to release some of those things, including old energies, you can do a burning by yourself at your home while you're watching and joining with us live stream. There's many other different classes and healers and practitioners that we're here to serve you. But know that anything you want to create and do in your life, you have the ability to do. It all starts with your mind and your belief systems. And there, where there's a will, there's a way. It's been a saying that's happened for so long. One of the first sayings that you might have learned, where there's a will, there's a way. And it's just getting you in alignment with your will and having that trust that you know that there is a way. And then you're unstoppable. And no matter what happens in life or what happens around you, you're going to figure out how to pivot, to navigate, and to go and to continue to dance with life. I thank you so much for joining, and I wish everybody a beautiful day and weekend. Thank you.